distance. It looks like a giant Kohenki. You think it's some sort of mega Kohenki? Eggy, do you know what that is?
Perhaps it's some variant species created by Ungian Circle.
The Ungi Circle can do that? Yes. Do you guys see that? Is that an antenna sticking up over there? It's so tall! It reaches all the way past the sky! Looks like it all starts from that crater thing over there.
That's Ungian Circle. The home of life.
Looks mighty empty for a home of life.
That is because Paimon's eyes have been deceived. You'll see once we're inside.
Should be just up ahead, right? Looks like we'll have to walk the rest of the way ourselves. There's someone here who looks just like you! Except she's wearing a hat. You don't happen to know each other, do you? You know what? Let's go help her. Quick!
Wait.
Smite the dust! Smite the dust!
Tremble! I won't judge. Bet you weren't ready for this.
Oh, it looks like they're talking to each other. You're back, Eggy! So, how did it go? What did you guys talk about?
She said she saw a girl who walks like she's floating.
That must be Columbina! When did this happen?
It was a few days ago. That giant creature we just saw was beside her.
The Mega Kohenki? With Columbina? That means she must still be here! She hasn't left yet! Come on, let's hurry inside and take a look!
Let's follow the giant life form first. It will lead us into Ungian Circle.
Paimon thinks she hears chirping. Could there be little birds inside? probably felt like a ton of bricks the moment she flew in here. But this place sure is pretty. There's even other Kahenki like Eggy here. It's teeming with way more alive than Paimon thought.
Yes. Ungian Circle is the realm of life.
But why couldn't we see them from the outside? You mean someone built this place? Was it that Ungi guy?
We should follow them.
Oh! Eggy's buddies are leading the way! Quick, after them!
A meager haul. Still, it'd be rude not to take it. Let's fight!
Surge!
Tremble! I won't judge. Now's our chance! Huh. No traps, no poison.
Look! The terminal's over there! But what are all those things surrounding it? Looks like they've sealed out the terminal. Let's try clearing them out.
Leave none standing. Bet you weren't ready for this. Now's our chance. Let's fight! Bet you weren't ready for this. Now's our chance. Like lambs to the slaughter. Annihilate. Power.
Can't we get rid of them?
These are knotted moonlight vines. I've seen information about them in the terminals. I can show you how to clear them out.
Huh? What did you do, Eggy?
Let's try that again.
Success! The terminal should be working now! Come try it out, Eggy!
activated the terminal, but much of the data is missing.
Huh? Did those vines from earlier break something?
Knotted moonlight vines. They grow in places where the ancient moon's power has been thrown into turmoil. Perhaps that's why there's a damaged engineering blueprint here.
Oh! Oh, you can barely make it out now. So, any news about Columbina?
The terminal shows that a young girl entered this place, accompanied by a giant flying creature.
That matches what your buddy said! Look! There's that Mega Kohenki again! And it's flying up that big tree! Let's hope you're right! Come on! Next up, that tree!
A treasure buried in time. Leave none stand. Bet you weren't ready for this. Surge. Be cleansed. You should take it.
They call this a pleasant surprise, right? Huh? Now that we're looking at it up close, this tree's so big! It's more like a wall! Look! There's a door over there! Oh, looks like the door won't open! pavilion in the middle with these really tall struts on top. Could that be the antenna setup Paimon saw earlier?
I won't judge. Bet you weren't ready for this. Now for a kick. No fairy tale ending for you. Sorry. Mine to wield.
You keep them. I no longer need offerings.
Security check in progress. Unidentified life forms detected.
Oh no! We're trapped! Now that we're inside, this place sure looks like an elevator. It should be able to take us to the top, right? The Mega Kuhenki flew up there earlier. That means we might find Columbina there. up here on the moon. We need to find out where we can get some more. Look! Is that a path over there? Maybe we should check it out? Any moonlight vines nearby either! Talk about a pleasant surprise! Aggie, come give this one a try! Let's see if it works!
Alright. Terminal activated. Reading relevant information.
Has a feeling we're gonna find some unexpected intel this time.
Found it. A complete engineering blueprint.
Wow! This one looks fresh off the press. Let Paimon take a closer look. Huh. That stuff on the left looks just like the Ungi ring from the outside, but what are those two things on the right?
The diagram in the bottom right. That's the power hub for the entire facility. It's located underground.
Great! Looks like that's our destination. So, what's this one in the top right?
It's the destination of the sky mount we just rode. The Space Life Form Capture Station.
Space Life Form Capture Station? Did Paimon hear that right?
Overall, this complex is composed of the Ungian biosphere and the Space Life Form Capture Station. Its designer was named Ungian, a researcher in the field of life sciences. He believed that among the stars live many mysterious creatures we haven't discovered.
Do those kinds of creatures really exist? Why did he want to capture them?
Because he wanted to overturn Ibn Bellum's theory. He believed that the deep space signal received by the dragons was not a message their king had sent back, but rather it came from some mysterious creature from beyond the stars.
So, it all comes back to that signal!
Yes. To that end, he built the capture station in the space above Ungian Circle.
What a crazy idea! So, was it a success?
I haven't found any relevant records.
Makes sense. First off, though, we have to solve our power problem. The blueprints say the power system's underground. So, let's get moving!
quartz. A sea of highly concentrated ancient moon energy beneath Ungian's circle. It provides power to the entire facility. But the leakage of this highly concentrated energy can cause storms that will harm living beings. But don't worry. This seclusion field can temporarily hold the storms back, so long as we don't exit the generator's range.
They call this a pleasant surprise, right? Huh? Is that an underground forest over there? Whew. Now Paimon's seen everything. Are we still going down? How deep does this go? Well, the deeper the roots go, the taller the tree grows. That's gotta mean that the capture station was built super duper high up. Paimon's getting real curious. Did the dragons manage to capture any mysterious space creatures?
Turbine 1, auto-diagnostic. Operation normal. Turbine 2, auto-diagnostic. 2, malfunctions detected. Turbine 3, auto-diagnostic. 1, malfunction detected. Turbine 4, auto-diagnostic. 4, malfunctions detected. Archaeomoon Storm Occlusion Field activated. Please proceed to the malfunction points for maintenance.
There's a terminal over there.
Oh, that's a terminal, all right. We'll leave this to you, Eggy.
Turbine 4 repaired.
Ah! Monsters! Look sharp! We gotta protect Eggy while she reads the terminal!
Leave none stand. Now. Okay.
monsters. How are things on your end?
This is Project Moongazer.
Huh? Is that recorded in this one too?
Nothing about the project. But there's a supplementary note. To my mentors, Ungin and his beloved McGee's Getty. Your contributions to Project Moongazer shall not be forgotten.
Sounds like something an academia student would write. To Mr. Alhaitham, thank you for your contributions to Paimon Studies. Or something like that. Paimon saw one on Alhaitham's desk. One of his students must have written it.
That's all it says. There are no further records.
Aw, Paimon was hoping for more than that. Oh well. What about the power system?
It's fixed. I'm activating it now.
Oh, it worked! Uh-oh. Those big wheels are spinning so fast, they might suck us in! We gotta skedaddle! Now!
Malfunction detected. Please proceed to the emergency passage to exit the facility.
Oh, come on! The elevator's broken again?
Over there. We'll go through the...
Are we really gonna go this way? Be careful! Whoa! Big wheels sent those monsters flying! We should definitely make sure not to touch those! Oh no! The wheels are speeding up again! Whoa! Eyes up! Look out! Talk about a lucky break! This makes getting up top so much easier!
they run from home too?
Looks like we fixed the power hub. And these pipes are back to normal too.
Did they run from home too?
We should be able to start the elevator now, right? Okay, nice and steady. We shouldn't fall this time. Paimon's been wondering what this space life form capture station looks like. And if the dragon researchers ever caught any space creature. Speaking of which, Traveler, do you think the dragons would have mistaken you for a space creature and captured you for their research if you'd arrived back then? Never mind. Best not to dwell on such scary thoughts.
Dragons don't eat humans. What's so scary about them?
Aggie, are you going through a rebellious phase? You're talking back to grown-ups like a little bird who's learned to fly.
You're not a grown-up. And I am not a little bird. Nor do I have wings to fly with.
Hey! Keep that up, and Paimon's gonna confiscate all your snacks! Look! Over there! It's Teyvat! This is Paimon's first time seeing it from afar! It's beautiful! Are we about to enter outer space? So, the space lifeform capture station really is in space! Wow! Good going, Ungi Ungi! Looks like we really did get sent into space! Let's search this place carefully first. just hopes we don't get jumped by any space life forms.
Maggie, how's everything going? Ungi's left, you say? Then let's... one moment. We appear to have guests. Traveler, Paimon, how did you...
It's really you this time! Finally! We found you!
Of course not. I'm glad to see you. I'd go so far as to call this a pleasant surprise.
What did Paimon say?
Still, how did you get to the moon? I suppose that's the moon's gravity for you. It was even able to pull your journey into its orbit.
Paimon wouldn't have stumbled into this situation if it weren't for Eggy being so confusing.
Eggy? Is that your name now?
My name is Ninin.
She's Ninin, aka Eggy.
Please don't blame her, Paimon. I, too, am partly responsible for this.
Oh, Paimon was just kidding. But why would you say that? What exactly happened between you two anyway?
Let me see. After returning to the moon, I had an idea. I wanted to tidy this place up and then invite my friends to come visit.
So, you were going to throw a moon party!
Yes. So I spread my power throughout the moon, checking every corner to make sure it was safe. Soon, I discovered some things I did not understand. Ninin was one of them. I still don't know what she and her kind are.
Eggy? Isn't she a Kuhenki? You know, just a slightly different color. Well, a completely different color, but that's no big deal, right?
I'd say their origins are different. The ones we see in Teyvat are born from my Kuvaki. But the power flowing through the bodies of the Kuhenki here comes from a moon of an earlier era. Beyond that, there are other things hidden within Ninin's body which have nothing to do with the moon.
Nothing to do with the moon? No wonder you said she isn't a Kuhenki.
Maybe this is what caused her kind to develop such unique behaviors.
What kind of behaviors?
I discovered Ninin in an underground forest. She was very weak and unconscious at the time. I tried to heal her with Kuvaki, but to little avail. After bringing her back to the surface, I found that she began subconsciously consuming her kin. Only then did she slowly awaken.
Wait! She ate her own kind?
Yes. Kuhenki would never do this. I believe only certain abyssal creatures would. But the power that flows through Ninin does not derive from the abyss.
I consumed others of my kind. I don't remember.
You weren't fully conscious at that time. And perhaps I should use the word merge. They gave themselves to help awaken you. Yes, That sounds less like a horror story.
Well, Paimon's still a bit uneasy.
Yes, I had my concerns as well. So I brought her back to Silvermoon Hall to keep her away from her kin for the time being.
So, you did that to isolate her? But what about the regular Kuhenki? What if Aggie started absorbing them?
Don't worry. That only happens between Ninin and her own kind. I lent her my power so the Frost Moon Scions wouldn't worry if they suddenly discovered a black Kuhenki, but couldn't find me. Though, I didn't expect you to come back here.
I am sorry, but I must reclaim my mission.
I don't know what your mission is, I'm afraid. But if the moon's gravity has brought you back here, perhaps I can help. You said that she can absorb the power of the ancient moon from the terminals in the ruins. That seems like a safe approach.
Oh yeah! We ran into other Kuhenki like Aggie on our way here too, but we didn't see any of that eating her own kind stuff. Could it be because the power of the ancient moon in the terminal was enough to keep her full?
That sounds likely.
That said, Aggie couldn't absorb anything from the terminal at the entrance to Ungian Circle because it was being affected by the moon's power. Was that your doing, Columbina?
No. That's due to the upheaval in the lunar sea. It kicked off an Archeoloon storm, which in turn spread highly concentrated ancient moon energy all the way here. As it happens, I'm on my way to take care of that. Otherwise, this power will cause harm to all living beings other than Kuhenki.
That won't do! Paimon still wants to attend your moon party!
Maggie.
You mean the Mega Kuhenki we saw earlier?
Mm-hmm. Her name's Maggie, and the lunar sea is her home. It's thanks to that high concentration of energy that she's taken her current form. She has a companion there as well, named Ungi.
Oh! So, there are two Mega Kuhenki?
Yes, but Ungi's been very irritable lately. He got into a fight with Maggie, the aftershocks of which stirred up the lunar sea and caused the storm.
Oh dear! Companions are supposed to get along, not fight! Take the Traveler and Paimon, for instance. We never fight about anything. I respect my elders.
And you are great teachers. I've learned a lot from you about getting along with friends.
In that case, leave this to us. We'll get those Mega Kuhenki to make up.
That alone won't be enough, unfortunately. The Archeoloon storm has already formed. So I plan to extract the ancient moon's fount at the center of the lunar sea, which lies at the heart of the energy storm.
Oh! And that will not only calm the storm, but also prevent further problems, even if they start fighting again?
I believe so, yes.
Alrighty then! When do we head out? The sooner we solve this problem, the sooner we can help Aggie! Paimon really wants to know what her mission is!
I had been monitoring Ungi's movements before you arrived. If we want to avoid hurting him, it might be best if we wait for him to leave before retrieving the ancient moon's fount. Then, we can look to help him and Maggie mend fences. Maggie told me that she can't detect Ungi's energy fluctuations at the moment. That means he must have gone somewhere else.
Huh? Wait! Aren't we wasting time dawdling around here then?
Not to worry. We can still make it in time if we leave right away.
Please, wait. I want to ask her a question.
Maggie? Sure, but she might not be able to answer you very well.
Maggie. Hello. Ungi's Getty?
Moggy's Getty? Wait a minute! Isn't that the name from the terminal just now? So, she turned into a Mega Kuhenki? What's going on? Then the second one, Ungi, could that be?
I don't know what to make of this either. But that's most likely Ungian.
What's wrong? You look shocked. Two dragon researchers and Project Moongazer? It seems my home has secrets that even I know nothing about. Come with me for now. Once we resolve the issue of the Archaeoloon storm, we might be able to speak to Ungi.
Okay, let's go!
Maggie, please show my friends the way.
Are we gonna fly straight down?
Don't worry. I'll keep you safe.
Oh, here's a ton of wreckage outside the Space Lifeform Capture Station.
Yes. This place seems to have suffered a serious collision.
So we got rammed? Could it have been a creature from space?
A ship is more likely, I think. I haven't looked too closely, but it's just over there. You should be able to see it soon. By the way, the terminal you're looking for isn't inside this capture station. It might have been knocked into space as well. Stay close to me. We're about to accelerate.
Ah! Not again!
The Archaeoloon storm is closing in. We'll need to pass through it quickly.
Okay!
Maggie seems to have sensed Ungian's presence.
What? He's back so soon?
We'll need to be more careful from this point on.
Are we under attack? Is Columbina okay? Let's hurry over and help!
Those blue areas contain high concentrations of the ancient moon's power. It's
Are you alright?
Maggie's hurt, but it's nothing life-threatening.
Aren't they supposed to be a couple?
Is this what people call a domestic dispute?
Where'd you even learn that phrase? Anyway, we gotta stop that guy. You saw it all just now, right? Ungi's the exact same color as Eggy. The only difference is, he's huge. Do you think he ate a few too many Eggies or something?
Wait for me to grow as big as him. Then I'll tell you, Paimon.
Oh, fine. So, what do we do now? Should we fall back and wait for another chance now that Ungi's back?
Yes. The Archeoloon storm is closing in on Ungian's circle, and there are many little creatures living there. All right, but be careful. I need time to treat Maggie. Just keep Ungi busy until I get there. There are some small schools of Kuhengi living in the Lunar Sea. I'll ask them to help you out.
Okay, leave it to us.
I'll help too.
Oh, are these the Kohenki Columbina sent to help us? Looks like they're pointing the way. Let's follow their lead.
Did they run from home too?
Why are they all crowding around here and not leaving?
They're companions.
Huh, they're stuck together so tightly. It's almost like they're trying to imitate something.
Did they run from home too? You keep them. I no longer need offerings.
us across if they imitated those jellyfish? Wow! They pulled it off! They're awesome! Looks like monsters are attacking the Kohenki over there! Huh? Did those little guys turn into a shield to protect the other Kohenki?
Light the dust!
Tremble! I won't judge. Bet you weren't ready for this. Now's our
Did they run from home too?
Since this school of Kohenki can mimic jellyfish, do you think they could mimic that whale over there too? Haha! They can! Ah, these little guys are amazing!
Watch out!
Ah! Ungi's seen us! Oh, that was close. We did a great job completing our mission, though. We've got Ungi's undivided attention. He's definitely tracking us down now, so we gotta be super careful moving forward. Look! Columbina's back! She's covering us! Maggie's counterattacking! She shoots! She scores!
Now's our chance. Sure.
Just one more step! The ancient moon's found is right up ahead! We finally got our hands on the fount! That's mission accomplished, right?
I sense there's information I need in here.
So, you don't just absorb data from terminals? Because this looks like it formed naturally.
No, it's artificial. I can feel it.
Oh. Be careful then.
Just as I thought. This is an energy entity created by a researcher named Lusalim. Ungian and Maggie's student. Likely also the one who left the message in the terminal. This lunar sea once used to be Lusalim's Lunar Veil Laboratory.
Lunar Veil Laboratory? What's that supposed to be?
It's a grand project meant to hide the moon.
Hide the moon? Whoa! All these guys, all these dragons sure had big dreams. How'd they plan to pull that off?
The exact principles are unclear, but it seems to have something to do with his teacher, Ungin. Lusalim successfully experimented with a miniature lunar veil by applying it to the Ungin circle.
Oh, Paimon remembers now. The circle looked empty from the outside, but was completely different on the inside. So that was the lunar veil at work.
That's right. The success of the miniature veil pushed the project on to the next phase. A massive veil generator was built here. One that could conceal the entire moon. That is because before the veil could take shape, an entity from beyond the stars pierced it. An entity from beyond the stars pierced it. The device went haywire. The laboratory exploded. And all came to nothing. Only deep underground might some traces still remain.
Wait, a being from beyond the stars? Could it be?
No one anticipated the entity's arrival, but it changed everything. Lusalim had designed the lunar veil as a crucial part of Project Moongazer, but it had to be suspended.
So, what exactly is Project Moongazer? Look out! Oh no! Ungi's below us! Quick, get out of the way! It's Calavina and Maggie! They're here to help! Has Ungi gone crazy? Isn't there any way we can calm him down?
His body seems to be entangled in knotted moonlight vines.
Is that what's driving him nuts?
Traveler, could you try removing the vines?
Up there! Look out! Looks like he's prepping a huge attack! like it's working! Come on, let's get rid of those vines!
I've got you. Hold on a little longer. Maggie's shaking him off. Here's our chance.
Look! More vines! Quick! Clear them out! Look! Vines are sprouting from Ungi's head! Quick, we gotta remove them! Huh? Is Ungi running away? Where'd he run off to?
Down below. Keep up with the little ones. Here's our chance.
Ungi seems to have calmed down. So, were those vines the real culprits all along?
He's still in pain. I can tell. His mind's been thrown into chaos, and he can't communicate with me.
It's because of the information inside him. I can feel it. He and I are of the same kind, after all.
What are you doing, Eggy?
His body has information from Ungin's circle within it. Do you remember how there were moonlight vines growing near that terminal?
You mean he was the one who absorbed the information from there?
Yes. That information may contain details regarding Project Moongazer. That must be why I'm here.
But you'll be putting yourself in too much danger!
Paimon, let Ninin go. She was born on the moon, and I was the one who, out of worry, sent her to a place thousands of miles away from home. She did everything possible to return here with your help, back to her homeland, all for the sake of her mission. that determination. It's remarkable. I don't think she wants to be protected, even if it's out of goodwill.
But Columbina... Paimon's worried precisely because she's trying so hard. You know, even though she's hit her rebellious phase and hasn't shown Paimon any respect for a while now.
And maturity is what follows that period of rebellion.
Paimon, if you let me go, I'll respect you so much. Even the moon will seem less important by comparison.
But this guy's huge! What if it swallows you?
If that happens, then that must also be part of my mission.
How stubborn can you get?
Stubborn is one way to put it, but you could also say that this is a wish she holds most dear.
That's right.
Then go, Ninin. I have faith in you. Let this ray of moonlight bear witness to your choice, and bless you on your journey.
This is...
Thank you. Here I go.
Come on, Eggy! You'll get through your rebellious phase! Paimon knows it!
I can do this. I did it.
Looks like things aren't as bad as we feared.
And thank goodness for that!
Thank you. I've obtained some critical information. I know what transpired at Ungain's ring and the space lifeform capture station.
All right. What happened? I'm curious too.
It all comes back to that mysterious signal from deep space. It finally appeared again, many years after the Dragon Pioneer's passing. But, even so, the Moon Gazer Tower he designed, the Eye of Ibn Bellum, captured the coordinates of that second signal.
Wait! He finally did it?! Awesome! So, where did the signal come from?
From the depths of space. Far away from the moon. So far away that the spaceship could barely reach it. And even then, it would lack sufficient energy to return. But Ungian, the life scientist, chose to pilot a spaceship named Moongazer and set out for those coordinates nonetheless.
Wait, did he go cuckoo or something? Or was he not planning to come back?
Perhaps it was enough for him that he'd be able to decipher the signal. And at that distance, he might have been able to transmit his discovery back.
So, what happened?
He disappeared into the sea of stars. And the dragons did not receive any messages from Moongazer thereafter.
So, he failed.
No. Years later, the Space Lifeform Capture Station was suddenly ramped by an unknown object. After emergency repairs were complete, the researchers discovered that the object that ramped the station was a cloaked spaceship.
Cloaked? Like, invisible? Could it have been...
Yes. It was the Moongazer. Though was cloaked as a mystery. Ungian's wife, McGee's, was the first to enter the spaceship. But she only found a round, black, spiky creature inside. Archeoloon spectrometers indicated that the creature matched Ungian's data signature.
What happened?
McGee's ran a series of tests, and thus discovered that her lover was fusing with some unknown creature.
Oh, that's terrifying! Was it the mysterious space life form that had sent the signal? Did it eat Ungian? Could he still be saved?
Unfortunately, the dragon researchers had never encountered such a situation before. At a loss, they could only watch helplessly as Ungian transformed into an entirely new life form. Then, Ungian awoke, and he passed a message to them. There is no information about this.
Ah, seriously? There's still some missing intel? Hearing all this, Ungian had it super rough. He tried to capture an alien, but ended up getting caught himself.
That's not the case. The ship's logs show that the creature emitting the signal didn't attack Ungian. Instead, he was the one who chose to fuse with it. In this way, the creature was able to overcome the language barrier and pass a message to the dragons.
What a surprising turn of events. It seems that message may be the key to understanding Project Moongazer. I'm getting more curious about what it is by the moment.
So, was Ungian still alive after all that?
After delivering the message, Ungian began to die. But McGee's, being an expert in life sciences herself, used an experimental technique on him. One that could convert a life form into one composed of pure, ancient moon energy.
Oh, that sounds a lot like the dragon's phlogistonization.
So, did she succeed?
To an extent. She saved his body and created Ungi, the first artificially birthed Kuhanki on the moon. But Ungian's consciousness was completely lost during this process. From then on, she devoted all her energy to researching this new life form, until her own lifespan came to an end. Then, she requested that her student, Lusalim, use the same technique on her, ultimately being converted into a new life form. Just as with Ungian, her consciousness was not preserved.
So this is your story. If that's the case, I think that Lusaline may have been the one to inherit the message that the creature from space transmitted to the dragons. Did he also establish a research facility somewhere? That's most likely where we'll find the key to Project Moongazer. Oh? Did you discover something? It was destroyed by a descender from beyond the heavens? In that case, I fear the great ruler of the firmament is the likely culprit. A veil that could obscure the moon. That sounds very similar to the false sky.
Yeah, like some sort of baby version. But his research institute has already been destroyed.
My guess is just the opposite. That didn't perish. Research survived.
Huh? Why do you say that?
As you can see, apart from the lunar sea itself, none of the draconic facilities have been destroyed. Not the Eye of Ibni Bellum, not Ungian's Circle, not the Space Lifeform Capture Station. Their survival doesn't seem in line with the plan laid down by the one who changed the world.
So, you're saying that Luciline protected them somehow?
Yes. He might have struck a bargain using the fruits of his research and followed the ruler of the heavens thereafter.
That makes sense. And if it's true, he might have continued Project Moongazer elsewhere. But where?
I do know of one other place on the moon. If Project Moongazer was hidden anywhere, my guess is that would be it. However, Ninin, is there something you haven't told us?
Huh?
Among your kind, only you have a mission you seek to fulfill.
Oh, that's true. Now you mention it, Heki's buddies all seem super carefree.
Don't worry. I won't force you to answer. I just want to know more about you. After all, out of all the terminals we've seen, not a single one seems to contain information about you.
I don't know either.
It's okay. I'm just curious. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. We trust you.
What if I really am hiding something from you? I'm just curious too.
Keeping secrets isn't always a bad thing. I learned that from a friend. But if I do get angry, I might take the hat I gave you back.
And Paimon will throw the snack she was saving for you into the lunar sea.
I understand. I promise I won't hide anything from you.
Then I'll take your word for it, Ninin. Now, please follow me. There's a base on the far side of the moon. My powers tell me that it's massive. I originally planned to save it for last, because cleaning it up would probably be exhausting. But now, I suppose it has to be moved up the schedule. I have a feeling we'll find the answers to our remaining questions there.
Thank you. How can I repay you for all this?
Look, Paimon, don't you think Ninin's matured even more now?
You're right. She's actually talking about paying us back. But we're friends, so there's no need for all that.
Yes, he taught me that lesson actually. You could stand to learn it too, Ninin. Well then, follow me when you're ready.